Hello survivors, and welcome to another Silly Saturday video. In today's video we are on the Spellblade, and I know a lot of you have tried this before using the fiery blades and getting a whole bunch of them, but this is my take on it. And when I tried this before, we actually found an existing bug that someone else had found out on the Discord, so we're going to show you what it is with that as well. So what we're doing is the poor man's fiery blade, but the reason we're doing it is because we are running adaptive empowerment, and I feel like adaptive empowerment is the reason for the actual bug that we're going to be showing you with the Spellblade's passive. So we've got 5 fiery blades, 1 blade storm, and our runes are reroll mastery, adaptive empowerment to give the 100% damage to blade storm, unconventional start, weapon expert, and singular focus. So let's get straight into it. We're not going to use our astral power until the very end, or until it's maxed stacked, because that is what you need. You need to have it maxed stacked for the bug to work, and I firmly believe that the bug is with regards to adaptive empowerment. We do know that it is currently bugged, or was bugged. I don't remember if it was fixed in the hotfix. It was supposed to be, but I don't remember reading it anywhere. I actually did not double check before making this video. But anyway, it seems to be bugging out the Spellblade's passive. So what we're doing now is we are going to be looking for the passive. So there's one over there. We're going to stack it up as high as possible, or to 100%, and we're not going to use it until we get to the final boss, just because, you know, we feel like actually we will use it. We'll use it once it's full, because it doesn't really matter whether we use it now, then, during the gameplay. The point is to just show you what it looks like. So let's stack it up all the way to 100%. It does only work when it is 100%. I have tested this previously. It has to be on 100% because you need to get 100% astral power. And once you get 100% astral power, it does actually boost the other tiers as well. So that is why it has to be maxed out for this to work. With regards to the build, we are running Blade Storm, so we do need to get as many spontaneous combustions as possible, because then otherwise fiery blades aren't going to be doing any damage besides for, you know, proccing burn themselves. So spontaneous combustion is going to be for both fiery blades to cause burn as well as Blade Storm. And the reason we go Blade Storm and not Firestorm is because of having adaptive empowerment. Otherwise you can do it, you know, this actual build using Firestorm as well, and swap that out for multicast or whatever else you would like to have it to be. But anyway, we're focusing on cast frequency for Blade Storm itself, so that we can get it under the 5-minute line, so that Blade Storm can then proc all the time and continuously provide us with stacks of spontaneous combustion or burn for our fiery blades. Now what the bug itself is, normally what happens is your passive will give you bonus movement speed, cast frequency, damage, multicast, and all those juicy stats. And what happens is at 100% it does change it. It gives you a buff of like an extra 10%, whatever the case may be. It goes from like 30% to like 35% or a bit higher. I don't remember the exact figure. It's just worth getting to 100% because it is a bonus buff. But now what happens is, if we have a look at our damage, we're on 65, our movement speed on 160. Keep those in your mind. When we get the next boss fight, we're going to spawn it, and I'll show you exactly what is broken about this. So 65 and 160 on movement speed, and get ready for it, because we are going to completely destroy everything and anything around us, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the skills we're using, or maybe it does have to do with fiery blades, but I think it is due to the actual rune. So we didn't even get the chance to spawn the boss, but as you can see, from 60 damage we went up to 494, and movement speed from 160 to 485. 836. It also increased our cast frequency to 854, and our crit damage went up to 1656, with our crit going up to 450. Pickup range increased as well, and it's just completely ridiculous. So here we go, start moving around a bit, and absolutely everything dies. because we have insane amounts of crit and crit damage, so we don't even need to worry about damage multipliers, which get increased even further. So really ridiculous bug that's currently in there, and it all has to do with the astral power. So stacking it all the way to 100%, best thing ever to do. Obviously doing this on higher curse is a lot more difficult, because you need to try and kill all of these things while trying to still get, you know, the buff going and running. So it is a little bit more difficult, but definitely worth it, definitely strong enough to do it. Again, we're just going to grab all of those, a swift, more crit, because, you know, why wouldn't we? More crit damage, because, you know, we don't have enough from our astral power, we need even more, and we're just going to do the whole thing again until hopefully we'll actually use it before the boss spawns this time, if we do get 100% before the next boss. Otherwise we will do it on the 4th or the 5th boss, just so you can see it one more time. But it is completely insane. The boss dies within seconds anyway without all those stats. You don't keep the stats, so as you can see, our crit is now 195 and our crit damage 496, so they do go back down to normal. I myself have been focusing on crit and crit damage, that's why they are so high anyway. But getting yourself the astral power just skyrockets those stats beyond belief. So really ridiculous passive bug going on here with the fiery blades and adaptive empowerment. I really do think it is those two. I haven't tested it if it's just the passive that's broken currently, or if it is a ruin, but there have been people on the Discord saying they can't replicate the issue, and I've been able to constantly replicate it with this build. So there's definitely something wrong with the ruins and the build that I've been going for that makes it easily replicable and easy to do. But boss died within seconds, so we're just going to use it one more time, because it seems like it doesn't really matter whether we have a boss available to kill or not. There we go. Insane amounts of cast speed, insane amounts of damage, movement speed, and everything. It is just wonderful to look at this. Nothing is going to survive around us. You can see it's like using scent of blood as well, with a 0.7 second cast speed on our blade storm even. So just ridiculous stats. There they are one more time. 862 damage, 2,766 crits, 1,000 cast frequency, 1,000 plus movement speed, and just very insane stats coming out there from this passive. So do we get, unfortunately we didn't get to keep it, but that doesn't really matter. The last boss dies within seconds anyways. So really cool. I do think that this is just as broken as bunnies are right now, so you can again use this if you wanted to. Spellblade was one of the characters that could not get bunnies on them without using specific builds, so if you did want to push the prestige for him, you can use this build and you should be able to get there very easily. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and always remember, keep safe survivors. Until next time, cheers.